Almost.
Almost streaming. Well, for anyone who's watching on G Plus, hello and welcome. Um, we are also streaming on Robert's stream at Twitch TV/rhornbeck. If you want to watch it there and join in the chat, he will talk at you, and it'll be good. So tonight we are talking about Story War. Yay! Let me show you the box. Story War, yay! Last week we had a raffle to raffle off 2 copies of Story War, and those winners were VG Cheetos and Tazion. So hopefully they're here this evening as well to watch us chat about the game, and if they're on Twitch, then maybe put in 2 cents about what they thought of the game. So here tonight we have Robert, and I'm waiting on Linda, who should be here hopefully very soon to talk about the game. Right now I'm just going through like the items and stuff, because I mean, when you play the game, you can't really, you know, unless you play it like a zillion million times and you're lucky enough to have played all of the items and characters and places and stuff. I don't know them all, so I'm kind of going through them just to see what they all are. And I'm kind of picking out ones that I think are funny, because I like them. That's cool. I like that one too.
Indeed.
Okay, and then the places, I'm going to pick up places too, and I'll just like point them out. That's cool. I like that. Oh, wait, where's that labyrinth? I like the labyrinth. Anyway, so I guess we can start chatting, Bert.
Sounds good.
What am I doing? What was your first impression?
Oh man.
And you can even go back to as far as like when you first played the game. Doesn't have to be with us.
My first impressions of the game was good, really positive. First time I actually played it was at a game store in what was it, kind of the Burbank, Northridge area. I actually picked the game up early and was able to meet Brad and Von Dell, 2 of the original creators, and played it there with other fans who were picking up the game for the first time. And the experience was really positive. You know, the energy was high, and it worked out really well.
Cool.
Indeed. I'm working on the stream.
Is it not coming up?
No, it's up. I'm just trying to make it look nice.
Oh, okay. Are you trying to make it GameOut-esque?
Yeah. If you give me a few moments, I'm going to make it.
I'm also hoping to get some watchers in there to let me know if they can hear you through my speakers. Because currently I am on my new, well, basically new PC on my new camera, and I'm not wearing headphones or anything, and I used to do it on my laptop, and you couldn't really hear anyone, but I don't know, maybe you can through this. I don't know if it's more sensitive or what, so I want to make sure that, you know, you're not, like, hearing Robert, so...
Yeah, Linda's asking if she has to be invited to the Hangout, and the answer is
let me
yes.
invite her again. Let me invite Linda!
Alright.
Come on, thingy. Let me invite my friend. I want to pick up. There you go. Okay. I just invited her again.
Sweet.
Coolest. Hopefully she pops in soonish. Hopefully, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna just say what my first impression was. So, I did not get to go to that event. Was it in Burbank again? Robert?
Yeah, was it Emerald Knights
Emerald Knights in Burbank.
gaming store. I believe that was in Burbank or Northridge.
Okay,
Well,
so
now
I
more
didn't get
Burbank.
to I didn't get to attend, but I did eventually get to meet the two of the creators, which was really cool, with Robert. And they're really nice, just regular guys who are very smart and talented and creative. So it was really cool to meet them. Linda!
Hi. Sorry
Hello. That's okay.
about
Kind of can't.
Very noisy from your end, Linda.
Yeah.
Sorry, hold on.
That for the air conditioning.
That's a fan, but yeah, basically.
Grrr. It's like growling. So I was getting into my first impression. Yeah, so they're really cool, and so I only played the game a few times, but I really like the art, and I really like the creativity, and I like the concept a lot. I'm not really good at freeform games like this, but it was really fun, and I hope to get better at it, because I think once I get better at it, I'll enjoy it even more. So.
I feel like I should have read these before we played.
Oh yeah, the directions.
The how to play.
I
How to
probably
play.
hey, look, there's a little comic in here for the bug.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that. Which is here.
I know. I think I need to like actually, because that's the thing. I think I actually pointed this out to you, Robert, on Kickstarter ages ago, didn't I? I thought it looked really cool, and I was like, oh hey, look at this, and I just didn't get around to funding it.
Yeah, you had certainly mentioned. I believe you're the one that brought it to my attention, and I actually, when I first saw it, I was like, yeah, it's kind of a cool idea. But it wasn't until much later that I looked into it and really, yeah, Sonia was talking about that one.
Corgi on
Wait, which one?
It's Cerberus.
Oh yeah, I love the corgis in the middle. That's so funny.
Yeah,
And it's such like a happy little corgi. They're all like, we're tough Dobermans, and the corgi's all, I'm cute. It's just, it's so perfect. I'm gonna try headphones and
Hey,
see
Sam,
if
welcome.
that's a little bit better.
Echoey.
Hey, Sam, can you hear me and them? Okay.
Can they hear me or hear you through me? Does that make any sense?
Any feedback you're talking about?
Yeah, feedback.
I don't think so. Sam says that she can hear everything fine.
Okay, cool. Okay, I don't need to do that then. Good. I was just making sure because I don't know how this is new.
How's the video quality, Sam?
Can you see all the detail?
Oh, on the camera.
I love the mirror behind Sonia. It's very meta.
We dance.
Oh, that's right. You have a standing desk. You're like, Frida!
You can see my wig. My fantastic wig.
Is all of it grainy, Sam, or just the Google Hangout window in the bottom right? Because that's a little grainy for me as well. I'm not sure if I can improve that.
You know, I even have it on HD right now, and it's not that great.
Okay. Yeah, that's all right. We'll mess around with that later.
Yeah, I mean, it might be for me, the lighting in my room might not be great either. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Anyhow, Linda, you gave your first impression, right? Or did you?
I guess I didn't actually.
Oh, okay.
The Spider Queen has human arms. And
Yeah,
like,
that's it though. That's the only part.
really funny. Well, okay, yeah. So like you, I only got to play a couple times, which is a shame. I mean, when I saw it on Kickstarter, I was like super excited. I'm not trying to imply that I'm disappointed, but I think I need to play it more. But I love the art, and I think the little whatever's words. Yes, the words actually on the bottom. There you go.
The flavor text.
Yeah,
I just realized that this thing got stuck on me for a while, so sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, well, anyway, yeah, it's like, I mean, it kind of gives you ideas with how to work with it, but, I mean, honestly, I feel like I need to read the instruction manual, because when I was thinking about it a few minutes ago, sorry, Tom's feeding the cat, if you can hear.
I thought I heard a little.
So, yeah, I mean, I was thinking about it a few minutes ago, and I'm almost wondering if this is the kind of game that, because of its freeform nature, like, LARPers would like it. I don't LARP, I don't know from personal experience, but it seems like the kind of thing, because it's so freeform, that maybe people that are used to, like, doing things like LARP and, just saying what they're doing and having things happen where it's, because I know with this game, my problem was that it seemed like people would just be like, well, I win because I'm awesome and I always dodge and I always, it's just like.
Yeah. Yeah, the game's certainly susceptible to
gamers.
that type of power gaming. But it might be worthwhile to explain what the game is, so people know what.
Oh, yes, okay. I will read it. Does that work? Okay, so Story War is a collaborative storytelling party game in which 3 to 8 players compete to convince an impartial judge that their warriors can defeat their opponent's warriors in battle. This can be done by using a card's art or text, by referencing pop culture, or just by making stuff up. As long as you're able to convince the judge, anything's fair game. The only way to win Story War is to be bold, logical, and creative. So basically, you get a place, so like the Labyrinth. And I'll read that one. Constructing this reality-bending maze drove a mad architect sane. And then you get a couple of heroes. I don't know why this thing keeps popping onto my icon instead of on my face, but whatever. You get a couple. That's annoying.
I can see you.
Okay, you can see me good.
For me.
Okay, so goody, it came back. You can get a couple heroes, and then you pick a hero that you're going to fight with against your friends, and then you get some items like the banana or the secret room. I like the banana because it's a banana.
It is.
So it's like all these other ones have all these funny things about it, but it's a banana. It's like, okay, that leaves a lot to the imagination, but
yeah.
You basically freeform fight each other, and you try to convince the judge, that you're the victor.
I feel like the fact that it says reference pop culture, that is kind of a huge thing that we totally didn't do.
No.
Well, you know what?
I was thinking like literal things, or like almost like D&D style,
Well, I mean, it's supposed to be making fun of like the setting, right? Like it's just totally making fun of like everything fantasy and sci-fi in some cases, I'm sure. And you're supposed to work with that, but I think we just didn't read the instruction manual, and that makes me feel terrible because now we're telling people about this game and we don't even know what we're talking about.
I know.
No. It's I don't think that's such an issue. I mean, I think the only challenges we had with some of our games is that this game was designed for people who just were meant to basically play like a very casual party game. I mean, it's a party game, and I think a lot of the games that we are familiar with are more technical, more specific, more quantifiable in everything you do. I think that's why maybe we're able to play Cards Against Humanity with a little more success, because it was something we could easily quantify. It's a language, and we know the language, and we can insert different characters and themes and things into that language to produce something. Where with this, you have to be creative, but you also have to be willing to just wing it, and it's almost like it's a game where you can win, but winning really isn't the important part.
Yeah.
And I think we put a little too much thought into like, how do we make the best decision? How do we tell the best story? And it's really just about, hey, have fun.
I think too that I mean it says referencing pop culture, but I think that's just there to help you because it also says making stuff up. So I mean we could make whatever anything we want. It doesn't have to be pop culture-y necessarily. So I think that we weren't playing it wrong, really. I think
Right.
that we just
Yeah,
it just whatever came out of our heads.
I feel like it has a similar problem to Once Upon a Time, the card game, because that game is really fun if everybody knows what they're doing. Well, I mean, because that's the thing, it is freeform, but there is a very specific way to do it right, and there's a way to do it wrong. And people tended to, because it's freeform, just kind of, they got a little too freeform, and it
Yeah.
became kind of not fun because it's like, whoa, what's going on? Like, it just
Yeah.
didn't make sense after a while. And on a side note, this sky whale totally makes me think of the windfish from Link's Awakening because it's got like bird wings and stuff.
Oh yeah, Skywell. This colossus of the sky weighs 1,000 tons, but is lighter than a cloud. It kind of makes me think of the fail whale too.
The fail whale?
It's like I want. It's probably a lot of it. That. So, I really liked one game where Tom played the unicorn.
Yeah.
Like a horse but fancy, he dazzles his enemies with his rainbow magic. I don't know. I just think it's funny. I like how there's several things on the internet like unicorns are evil. So it's just I like that. And I think I don't know if he played off of that, but that would have been something I would have played off of was that whole like unicorns are actually evil thing. If I did the unicorn.
I like unicorns. I just don't like them all rainbowy.
Oh, what's wrong with the rainbows? Rainbows are happy.
Because it's like My Little Pony happy. Unicorns are supposed to be badass and like super. They're supposed to be super masculine and like just badass.
Well, I think the fact that the unicorn isn't afraid to be pretty, but he's still badass.
He's secure in his masculinity.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Although then there's certain storylines that, where unicorns can be male or female, so I don't know. Because I thought they were only male in traditional...
Oh, really?
Well, because there's like the old... Yeah, now we're going off topic about mythology.
Go for it.
Traditionally, I think traditionally, the whole thing is that unicorns will only... they can never be captured except for a pure maiden or whatever, which basically hypnotizes them and makes them just want to put their head in her lap and like have her braid their hair and
but the last unicorn was a girl.
Typical male
last
fantasy.
unicorn she was a girl, but I know in mythology it's like the only way to catch a unicorn was to send a maiden to the forest, have the unicorn rest its head in her lap, and then they'd come and capture it because it was helpless.
With a golden bridle.
Huh?
With a golden bridle. I don't know if that's in mythology or not, or if that was just for the book.
The golden bridle actually they used in King's Quest as well, actually.
Oh, okay.
So it probably comes from mythology, but
anything golden is powerful.
Actually, I really wish they had the Wolpertinger in here because that thing is hilarious. It's actually in WoW, but whatever. It's a mythical creature where like it's like a rabbit with fangs and antlers and wings, and it's like it's
almost like a jackalope, but not quite.
Yeah, pretty much. It literally points out the fact that the only way it can be quelled is with because it loves like a young woman's bosom, so it'll just pop into her bosom and like. I'm just like, what? It's like a vicious creature, but loves ladies' boobies.
Really
Fantastic.
cool. I should get me one of those.
Yeah.
I think they're awesome. Ever since I heard about them, I was like...
Well, I bet they take suggestions. You could probably... who does the design? Is it...
The only thing is...
Well,
go on.
No, Vondel does the art. And actually, they did recently send out an email. Hold on a second.
How is the game doing anyway? Like, just publicly?
It's doing extremely well.
Oh, good.
Um,
Maybe we were just doing it wrong.
they were actually asking. They were actually asking recently for suggestions for heroes in Volume 2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We should make up the list and like send it to them.
Dude, I could pick out so
Yeah, I
many.
like that creature. That creature's cool. And then like I don't know, like
Mm.
they have a kraken, but I feel like there should be more tentacle monsters in this game.
Oh, I'm sure they'll have like a tentacle monster.
Yeah.
Like a H.P. Lovecraft volume. For all
Yes.
Oh,
four.
there you go. Oh man, that's totally gonna.
Yogg can never say it right. Yogg Sothoth?
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Weird.
Invisible tentacle monster.
This also looks like
Which would be funny
the guy-
because it would just be like a page with nothing on it.
This looks like the guy whose name I can't think of. The psychic Pokemon. I feel terrible. He's in.
Oh,
Wow, I feel terrible.
I know what it is.
Mewtwo.
Yeah, Mewtwo.
No, not Mewtwo. The one he replaces Mewtwo. Oh, gosh, this is gonna piss me off. Hold on.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. He's black and
That's
blue.
too new for me. I'm too old.
He's got a dog.
Oh, not really. I'm not.
Pokemon.
I don't know all of
Here,
them.
I'm searching psychic Pokemon.
But he definitely looks like Anubis, obviously.
He's in a Pokemon movie. Oh, God damn.
So, while you're looking for that, I guess I want to break it down into parts. Like, what did you think of the variety of heroes? And also the art and the punniness and everything. What do you think of
I
that?
like it. That's not much to say. I just like it.
Yeah. I mean, just looking at the cards and reading them is fun in itself, just to see all the art and just the jokes and, like, oh, I should have came up with that, you know?
Yeah.
I like it. It's really
Yeah,
fun.
no, I certainly like it. All the art and all the characters. They said that I forget what it was. I think it's the third guy, the third creator, or someone on their team is like a comedian, and so they did a lot of work on the text to actually get those puns and funny little details about them. And they were describing that the text and the pictures of the characters and everything was supposed to indicate their strengths and weaknesses, and in addition to being just kind of generally funny and not just a description, like, whatever. In the case of like the banana, I think it literally says it's a banana, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and in that case, it's kind of like, well, it's kind of ironic because it is just a banana. There's nothing special about it. We all know exactly what a banana is. But yeah, they put a lot of time into that, and I think it really paid off, and text-wise.
Yeah. I like things like that, too, because it's like, it really opens up the possibilities. You can do a lot with something that's not really like, oh, it's in this box, this is what it is. But if it's like, it's a banana, you could do anything with that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have a lot of those, though. They're just kind of like, that's all it is, that's all it does.
Linda, were you talking about the Lucario?
Yeah, that's what I posted.
Oh.
I
Yeah, I
felt
saw
really
that.
stupid that I couldn't remember that.
So is that evolution of Mewtwo? Or is
No, he's in a later generation. He is a psychic type, and he replaces Mewtwo in Smash Bros. Brawl.
Oh, okay.
Welcome back, Sam.
So he has no relation to Mewtwo, though.
Oh, okay.
However, the next game's coming out. There's a new Mew thing.
Yeah. Because I thought, like, Mew is only Mew and Mewtwo. Like, it doesn't have, like, a third.
Well, that's the thing. They don't even evolve into each other. It's just a genetic clone.
Mm.
I thought it was funny when Pokemon went from
Oh, they don't?
this very typical system, not typical, but very simple system of here are these creatures, and they have evolutions, and some of them, branch. And then it got all serious, and there's like dragons and cloning and
Yeah,
all
I
these
kind of got
things.
lost on that part.
Did you see the movie when it came out when you were younger?
No, I didn't. I really did not absorb the most
I like
exposure I had.
Digimon.
The most exposure I had to Pokemon was the Pokemon card game. Other
Oh,
than that, I didn't watch the series. I
that
didn't watch the
movie,
movie.
that crap's intense. Like, that movie was like mind blowing. The best one is like this. I think it's the second one where Mew. Wait, third one. Wow, I can't remember. One of them they actually literally deal with like Mew himself,
Uh-huh.
and that one's awesome. And also each time you went to went to the movie, like the first showing, I think you get like a special limited edition card,
Mm-hmm.
which I think I still have somewhere. I've got like Ancient Mew. It's probably a really stupid Pokemon card, but I don't know, maybe worth something now. I should check.
It might be. It
I
really
wish I
might
was
be.
friends with you guys when I was little. I could have played all those games, but I didn't.
Well,
I
maybe
tried.
you'll have to try it.
I know. I should just do it. I
Let's
should
see.
be
What
like
was it?
the
What
old
was it
lady.
called? Ancient Mew?
I think it's called Ancient Mew. Let me see.
Is it? Is it the one with all the
Looks like a bunch of hieroglyphics, basically.
Oh.
Ancient Mew card. Oh, here it is. It looks really cool, actually. The reason I didn't want to sell it is because I love Mew. Absolutely. Just, here's an image.
Okay, so Mewtwo is not an evolution of Mew.
No.
Oh, that's so cute.
Okay, we need to do some Pokemon education. We're going to watch the movie sometime.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was into Digimon. That's what I loved.
Huh?
I was into Digimon.
Oh, see, I never watched that. I did
Oh
get I
God.
had the little virtual pet, though, and I was awesome.
Yeah.
I was awesome at getting, I think, Mamimon. He was like one of the rare final forms. He was
Yeah.
a lump with arms. He was super buff.
Mm.
Anyway,
So
I did play Pokemon all the games for Game Boy,
I know
and I had a Blastoise that was like way overpowered. It's just like ridiculous, and I would just like destroy everything. And then it got kind of boring, so I'm like, okay, he's just way overpowered.
I have mixed feelings about Pokemon at this point, but the old
Mm.
stuff has a special place in my heart. It's kind of like Sailor Moon. It's right next to Sailor Moon in my heart.
So I'm gonna get us back on track.
Sorry.
It's okay.
according to eBay, Ancient Mew is worth $5,000.
What?
What?
But
You
on other
still have-
websites, it's like between $5 and $20.
It's probably not $5,000. That's ridiculous.
You'd have to have it like mint, like in plastic, and
Well, it is mint. I mean, I just
Really?
put it in a little card holder and never used it.
Hmm.
I'm curious.
Hello, Brian Titan. How are you?
Alright, I'm gonna look now.
So while Linda's looking,
Go ahead and keep
what
going.
did you think of what?
Go ahead and keep going.
What did you think of all of the places that you could fight in?
Let's see.
Robert?
I thought the places were pretty cool. I think in the last couple games we played, or the last game we played, we utilized the locations fairly well. I know one of the games I played, people didn't really consider the locations too much. But the first game I played, people really utilized the locations, and that was a lot of fun. They almost created more of a story around the location and why these characters were there. So I mean, I don't know. It depended on the group, but overall, I liked the locations. They were clever, just like a lot of the other characters.
Yeah, my favorite, of course, so far is Labyrinth, just because it's funny and it's confusing. So I feel like you can be really creative with it. I didn't get to do too many games, so I don't know a lot of them, but they have like Dark Castle, Underworld. We had like I don't remember what it was exactly, but it was like a temple with like fiery pits and things in it. and I think it's more fun to utilize the area because it definitely adds more to the story, and I feel like this is while it is a battling game, I feel like, I don't know if it was their intention, but it feels like a very storytelling game as well. So I think that's interesting.
I would say.
What?
That is the intention, really, and I think that's partially why some of our games were not as successful, because people were focusing more on just the mechanics of who beats who and not actually telling a story.
Well, yeah, I think that was the first game we played for sure. It was just like a whole like back and forth, like, and then I do this, and then I do that, and it wasn't so much about, you know, the story and why they're there and all that stuff. Yeah, I think a dog wants him.
There we go. You see that, Robert?
Oh, he walked away for a second.
No! Here's my card.
He'll be right back. Close the door. Okay. He's coming back.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was assisting
film again.
the dog.
Here, Robert.
Hmm?
See how shiny it is?
Oh, nice. Is it in plastic or loose?
It is loose, but it is perfectly... It came with, like, a little description card.
Oh, nice.
I actually have a bunch. Sorry, this is totally off topic, but now I'm actually curious.
That's okay.
Worth anything. See, I have, like, all these from the movies. There's, like, a Dragonite, and there's, like, a Pikachu.
Wait, how many movies were there?
Well, how many are there now? There's, like, 16, but back then I think I had gone to, like, 4.
Oh, wait. How many times? How did you get all the cards?
There was one different one for each movie. And actually, for my birthday one year, my friends gave me this, like, holographic Here Comes Team Rocket card, which apparently is worth something, but I haven't looked lately.
Oh, cool.
So I was like, wow, thanks.
Oh, Team Rocket, the bumbling.
And I've also got some Japanese cards, which that's kind of useless, but they look cool.
Yeah, Brian, I haven't been around the streams because they have us tasked on other things, but I am still working at Hammer Point. Yeah, Lindy, you'll have to look up the price of those cards, because I know Pokemon is still very popular, even the card game, so they could have some value.
That's really interesting.
Maybe we should do a game out of Pokemon one of these times.
It's possible.
Well,
that'd be fun. Although we'd have to have all the new stuff, and that'd be kind of hard.
Honestly, if I had more friends that played the Pokemon games, I would buy the new game. But no one local plays the game, so there's no point. Because you have to be local to trade with people for the most part.
I mean, they probably have meetups, like, around still, I would think.
That's true, they probably do.
I don't know how old people are going to be, but...
I guess when you're a kid...
It ranges.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sure there's some older people like us who were there at the beginning.
When you're a kid, though, it's the specific appeal of, okay, I'm going to get Pokemon Red, and you're going to get Pokemon Blue, and then we'll be able to get Pokemon for each other. But nowadays, I don't know, it's like... I don't know, maybe it's when you're an adult, things don't feel as, like... I don't know.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. You're all embittered when you're an adult, so...
Most of my friends weren't into Pokemon, at least the game, so I only could trade with my brother. And we really didn't trade very much, so didn't really. It wasn't much of that.
Well, I do still have at least one deck of Pokemon cards if you ever wanted to check them out or play it. Well, you need another deck to play.
I have a bunch of cards in here, like in the sleeves, just because. I don't know if it's even a good deck, but I did buy Yu-Gi-Oh! At one point.
I remember that one. I knew some people who played that too.
Yeah.
It's not sealed, I see.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! I have not actually played it, but a few times I've actually been able to watch it played. It looked really, really poorly designed, but it was a popular show, so it did well.
Yeah, sometimes it's about, the
right.
popularity of what it's behind, not so much about if the game is really all that good or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. For collectible stuff.
And because we're on the subject, the visual style for a lot of the characters particularly, but for the game of Story Wars in general, was greatly inspired by the style of Pokemon. So
Oh, good.
it makes perfect sense that
That we're
we
talking about
are
it.
talking about it. Yes.
Wait, it's
Good.
based.
I'm glad it kind of brings it all together.
Wait, it's based on the style of like the Pokemon card game, or
Or the art style.
oh,
Just the art style.
The
I mean,
art
that's
style, yeah. Well, I mean that one character, the mummy, like Linda, like you were saying,
yeah, it looks like a
looks a lot like the.
yeah.
I already forgot his name already. Lucario.
Lucario.
Man, first edition holographic Charizard is still worth like over $200.
Hmm.
Actually,
Right.
this one's almost up to 400 and has 12 bids.
Man, I want a Squirtle. I just want Squirtle. That's it.
Wait,
I
let me
have
see.
Squirtle.
I
love Squirtle. Squirtle's so cute.
Oh, here he is.
My favorite.
Oh, here's a first edition Squirtle. You can have him.
I can?
Yeah, I don't use these. I have like a bunch
Oh
of
my
these.
god.
Here, look at his little picture. He's blowing bubbles.
Is the cuteness.
But you can tell they're first edition because they have this little like little icon here that says first. It says edition 1.
Yeah.
Cool.
And like Charizard from the first edition as a holographic was like the most valuable card for some reason. I don't know. But
It was
So, like,
just a rare. It
Dragon
was
things, and
it was a rare,
fancy.
powerful card and a foil, which made it even more rare. And it's so ridiculous. I remember I wanted a Charizard so bad, just because I wanted to have one. Like it wasn't even part of my deck. I just wanted to have one because of the hype. And I saved up money and I purchased an entire box of Pokemon card boosters. You know,
Yeah.
it's like a pack of like 15 cards, like of random 15 cards, and the box comes with I think 30 packs.
Yeah.
And I went through the whole box.
Oh, no.
Did not find a single Charizard.
No.
Not one. My friend, however, not like on the same day, bought I think 3 or 5 packs of cards and
Oh,
got
no.
2 Charizards.
Did he give you one?
No, why would he give me one?
No,
Because
it's
he's your friend.
pretty good card.
Or Sean would have
Doesn't work
given me the
that way.
Charizard.
Oh,
I
also-
know she would
I have a Charmander.
Well, he knew the
have.
value of it. He knew the value of it. He knew the value of the cards. He wasn't just going to give it to me. But you know, I didn't want to take it from him because I wanted to pull it myself.
Yeah, I get it.
Brian Titan says, your girlfriend is standing up, like in her video. Yes, that is true, Brian.
Yes,
We
I
are
am.
we are both standing up.
We're being good. We're doing our part and staying fit
Mhm.
while being geeky. I really like the setup though. It's really comfortable. Mine's a little bit more narrow than Robert's, but it's perfect. It's what I need. So
Yeah. Yeah, because of the mirror.
yeah, you can see
Good,
me.
Yeah, he says it's good I don't have a mirror because then he doesn't have to watch my arse.
Well, actually, the bed's high enough, and I have like a bag in front of me, so I can't see
So
it.
yeah, unfortunately, we can't really see your arse either.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Yeah, there you go. That's how
Yep.
that conversation went.
Now we're talking about my butt. Okay.
Yes.
So, anyways, good thing that they were inspired by Pokemon. Because I'm glad we weren't like totally
Funny.
off on it. But that's really cool that I can kind of see it now when I look at it a little bit. Some of the characters for sure.
Well, how old are these people? Are they like our age?
I think so.
That would make sense.
Maybe a little bit younger even.
Look, I have a second Squirtle.
It's so cute. So much cuteness. Oh my god, I like the other one because he's like all like la and forward swimming kind of.
In the original game, the Pokemon were so freaking ugly. Like the sprites, Pikachu was like this like. They just looked awful. But it's kind of
true.
Yeah.
I love how technology, you know.
I still want. I would play a Pokemon MMO.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know why they won't do it. And someone is asking about the big check behind you, Linda.
Yeah. It was a competition we entered at GDC that was run by Radisson, the hotel chain, to make a game, and we won. So,
Okay.
and we have been working on the same game for them, which will be released soon. So.
Yay.
Brian says, "Nice."
Nice. Yes, it was super awesome. It was not expected either.
Yeah.
But
and for those of you out there who didn't know, Linda is with Melty Games.
Mm-hmm. I'm a co-owner. No. But you guys are with the company too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we are. We are also with Melty. A little bit.
No, you're with Uncharted, but you're part of a game company.
Yep, we are. Yay. Game company friends.
Yay.
Good stuff.
Hopefully they will all be productive, like, you know, have oodles of money and be able to make whatever they want someday.
I know, it'll be fun.
Exactly.
I hope
and
so.
then we can merge and become a conglomerate.
Yep.
One great whole.
Called Super Melty Uncharted Games.
Yes. It'll just be butter melted on top of a tiki head.
Yes, exactly. Or melting tiki.
Melting tiki, yeah.
Aren't there, I can't think. Aren't there, like, I mean, technically, if it was like a common thing where these two companies specifically collaborated all the time, don't they usually make, like, a separate name, like, company name, where it's like, oh, it's Blaster Games, like, which actually is the merging of these two companies, you know. I don't know if they're Blaster Games.
I guess it depends how they brand themselves, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd have to try and find an example of a situation like that.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, as far as, like, production goes for, like, films and stuff, a lot of times it's, like, in association with blah, blah productions or whatever. But
Yeah.
I guess they don't, do they not do that in games, too?
Oh, probably. But I wonder how, well, I guess it probably happens. I don't know. I'll have to look into it.
I just don't remember seeing it. Maybe I'm just not paying attention or something, but...
Yeah.
So, we talked about the characters and the places. What did you guys think of the items?
I didn't really get to use them.
Yeah, I kind of used them. I mean, like, sometimes I felt like I could just fight purely with the character themselves. I guess the items were good if it's like I'm in a bind, like that one game with the bugbear, and I was being attacked, and I'm like, I couldn't really talk my way out of it, so I put on the mithril tux, and I was like, yeah, I'm invincible, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I used that one, which was cool. But it was mostly just like, I'm in a bind, I need to use this. Not so much, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just kind of a... Well, and it was funny because the first game I played, the items felt like game changers. Although I think the last game we played, was a little less so. You know, like I think I played a thunder hammer or something, whatever the lightning hammer was, and I thought, oh, okay,
Yeah.
this is gonna really do something, but I don't know. I guess I just failed on telling the story.
Yeah, the thunder hammer, great for hammering in nails or for hammering out bolts.
Yeah.
How was that one? Oh, there was that wishing star I think that we used. Be careful what you wish for because it just might come true in the most ironic way possible.
Yeah.
That one seems interesting and dangerous because somebody could totally use that against you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you forgot to say, you know, forever or infinity or something.
Yes, it's just for a second.
So, I don't know. It's like that.
Let's
You know,
see.
I wish for 1,000 wishes too, maybe. I don't know. I'm just rambling now.
Brian Titan is asking, what games Multi-Game has made. Are you guys prepared to share that, Linda?
I'm gonna hold off just because it's not technically out yet.
Gotcha.
So
yeah, Brian, they are working on something, but it's not available.
Unfortunately, our website is like placeholder right now because we haven't gotten time to update that. So
yeah, I had mentioned that to them.
Yeah, it sucks. Well, yeah, we'll give you more information later.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's not like a project that we would have chosen to work on. So it's not like a personal, like, you know, brainchild type game where it's like we really wanted to work on this, but, you know, it's our first title. Well, we'll see. It's a game out there. It was a learning experience. So.
Right. And yeah, Brian, nothing's out yet, but they are working on something that will be in the market for people to purchase, and that's with the contract they won through the hackathon with Radisson. So,
yeah,
stay tuned. Stay tuned.
I'm excited.
This is like super flashback, but this is totally off topic. I'm just like I'm looking through my cards and noticing these things that are like come to the trading card game league and earn a free Mew card. Because I remember going to the Wizards of the Coast store a few times and like playing in a tournament and getting my butt kicked, but that store is long gone because Wizards of the Coast closed all their stores.
Oh.
Good times. Seriously, they had like the back was all lined with computers. They had all these games on there like StarCraft, Diablo, and.
That's cool. I never got that experience when I was a kid. I never got like the social gaming experience when I was little. It was mostly just like I'm playing single player by myself on my PlayStation.
I had siblings, so. But yeah.
I did too, but it was like more fighting over the game than it was actually playing with each other.
Yeah. I was gonna say anyway.
Robert, are you talking? Because I can't hear you.
I am talking, but I'm talking to the stream. I didn't want to talk over you guys.
Oh, okay.
They were asking if we're gonna do a giveaway for Linda's game, and I said that we could certainly do that in the future.
You know what? It's a free downloadable app. I should have mentioned that. So I mean, anybody.
You don't tell them that.
Maybe we can figure out.
It's just gonna be no. It's just gonna be a free downloadable iOS Android game. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if there was anything.
It's very accessible. You won't feel special for having it. So I'm sorry.
Oh, geez. That's a great endorsement.
Maybe you could like take a picture of yourself and like I don't know, sign it. I don't know.
What Linda's trying to say is she's so overwhelmed with pride and passion for this product that she's going to reduce its $30 cost down to free so everyone can enjoy it.
There you
and
go.
And she can't wait.
I'm super pumped about it. Oh my gosh.
And because you guys are on the stream tonight, it'll be free for everyone.
Forever.
Forever.
Oh.
I know. But we'll announce it. We'll announce it when that comes out. We'll share it and tell people all about it.
Yep.
Definitely.
So yeah, okay, so I have some questions for you guys regarding Story Wars. Oh, and if you're just joining us,
Oh, cute.
I have so many Sailor Moon cards. Oh my goodness. Anyway.
If you guys are just joining us, we were talking about Story War, which was the game topic for this month. Story War is very much like Apples to Apples or Cards Against Humanity, where there's kind of a moderator and everyone plays cards to basically tell a story with heroes and items, and you're trying to convince the moderator who would kind of win a fight in that territory. Or I should say the location that moderator chooses, which are on cards. And we've basically been kind of discussing what the game entails, and we started going off on a tangent about Pokemon because the visual style is kind of reminiscent of that, which is intentional because the creators are fans of Pokemon, so it's kind of similar in that sense. Let's see. But yeah, okay. So I was gonna ask you guys. Let's see. A question that I totally forgot.
Oh no.
Good.
Oh yes. Okay. So we had mentioned that. Well, okay. So they're going to put out a volume 2 of the game, which is going to include heroes, locations, and items that are themed, kind of like comic books and sci-fi and things like that. Where this version was more fantasy based themes, but the next one, like I said, comic books and sci-fi. And we had talked earlier about them doing one kind of based on horror, with Lovecraft and stuff like that. What others would you guys like to see? What other themes
Is this for the
would you
stream
guys
or
like to
is this
see?
for us? Or
Well,
all
it's for anyone. Yeah, anyone. I'll let
okay,
you guys
so
answer if the stream
the
has
cool
any
thing
idea.
about Lovecraft, sorry, I just way jumped on that, all over that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just really excited. Okay,
Say it.
so the cool thing about like the Lovecraftian stuff is like the old ones, the elder ones or whatever, they come from space, so that's kind of like sci-fi, which is cool, which would be cool. Like any elder anything, that's like weird looking. But also, I so badly want like, to make fun of like aliens with like face huggers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like chest bursters and stuff like that. But maybe like they could put like a comedic spin on it or something.
Right.
So that would be fun. And then computers that like are any kind of like robots or computers that have like some kind of diabolical like scheme, or take over the world or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's always a good one. Yeah, the technology that gets the upper hand, basically.
Robots going crazy.
Yes, killer robots.
Oh,
Killer robots are good.
Holy Terminator.
Yeah,
about you,
Terminator.
Linda?
Skynet. They can make jokes about Skynet.
What about
Maybe
you,
call
Linda?
it
What other
something.
themes would you like to see?
Me?
Yep.
Sounds all good to me. Sci-fi and probably. Oh, I mean, they're totally gonna make references to like, Battlestar Galactica and Firefly, and I mean, it's gonna happen. If it's
Red shirt.
Brian Titan says Justice League, so like superheroes.
Oh, that'd
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
be awesome.
Oh, they can make jokes about Aquaman.
Mhm. Yeah. Exactly.
Everybody makes
Yeah.
jokes
I can
about
imagine the flavor text on that one
Yeah.
being like incredibly powerful in the water, but
Nowhere else.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
He's saying Walking Dead. Would be cool.
That's good.
They were talking about how they really want to try and get the license to do Adventure Time themed
Ooh.
volume, and just other licenses
That
for
would be
things. I mean,
cool.
heck, they could even do a Pokemon one, because I think the goal for Story War is to be able to have any matchup with any characters in any location. You're fighting.
So Batman and Pikachu could fight each other, basically.
Yeah, Pikachu's fighting Batman on the Death Star.
Oh, that would be so
And-
amazing.
That just sounds like Smash Brothers.
Yeah, and then
But
Pikachu.
more.
Pikachu uses the gross Cyclopean obelisk to attack Batman, and Batman uses
His anti-cyclopean spray, because it's got to
no
be
no
1960s
no
Batman.
no 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 he uses the frog suit from Mario 3 to
Yes. Oh,
something
oh,
something something. Uh-oh, Sonya's excited.
my purse.
Yep, there it is.
It's so cute.
It's so
Uh,
cute.
that's my favorite.
I always forget about that.
I love that purse. Oh my god, I'm really sad if it gets all gross and awful. It's kind of getting that way now, and it makes me depressed.
Can you just wash it?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
it's like a
he
canvasy.
is a
It's a
nerd.
cloth material. You can just throw it in the washer. It gets gross, so I have to wash it.
Well, yeah, Mario's a pretty gross guy.
Yeah,
I would
he's always going in tubes with like sludge and sewage.
Yeah.
But those tubes are so clean, you know. It's just like if
well,
it
it's
was
because
like a reality, it'd be really gross.
yeah. Exactly.
Alright, well, my card's not working. I'm very sad.
I'm trying to think of other like superhero stuff. Or sci-fi stuff. I really like sci-fi stuff. You know, like I said, red shirts. You got to make some kind of. It doesn't have to necessarily be red shirts, but it's got to be some kind of character that you can use as an item. That'd be perfect. You could use them
Just
to
the
take
red
the
shirt.
shots or something.
Yeah, just an item called a red shirt,
Yeah.
and you know.
I throw it on you and you die because
Yeah, exactly.
pull it over
Oh,
your
hi,
head.
Dottie. You're just in time for it to end.
Wait, who came?
Dottie came.
Oh no! Hi, Dottie. Well, ask Dottie. Dottie, what would you want for? Well, okay, I don't know if you know what game we're doing, but Story War. If you could add like sci-fi or fantasy characters to this particular card game, what would you do? What would you pick? What do you want to see?
I don't know if Dottie even knows what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what they
Okay,
might
really
do?
fast. Tell her what you're talking about.
Something pink
You know
and
what?
fluffy. There you go.
They need to
And
do?
then what?
They need to do internet culture. Lolcats.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Lolcat.
lolcat.
But seriously, like they're gonna have. Well, actually, that's the problem.
Lobster dog.
That's the thing, though, is I think certain ones like Colonel Meow and Grumpy Cat and like Neon Cat and all
The
of those.
monorail cat.
Yeah, those are actually like. I don't know if they're copyrighted or what, but you have to.
I wonder
Yeah.
if you could take those.
Huh?
You probably could use them. I don't think they are.
Thing.
I know they use some of them.
For throw
Yeah.
trucks, for throw trucks, we actually one of the requested items from the backers was the only reason I'm telling you is because there's no NDA. We're being very open about this game, but it's by the way, this is not Melty Games. This is Crooked Tree Studios, a different one. But one of the backer requests from Kickstarter was a Neon Cat or like a something similar. So we actually asked the Neon Cat guy if we could do that, and he said no.
You know, they got Neon Cat for Bomberman, the online one. Bomberman,
but
one we did
a-
before.
That's I believe, free to play. But even then, yeah, I guess. that
Even
could
then,
be-
you still have to be
probably
careful.
had
You
Oh,
to ask.
think?
Something you have to be careful about because you could get. I mean, it sounds stupid, but it's using. You can compare it. It's basically like using a person's likeness because Neon Cat and Grumpy Cat and Colonel Meow are all real cats that
Mhm.
people own, and it's like part of their family. Therefore, it's a person's likeness, so it's a
Yeah.
legal issue. It's just
I bet Grumpy Cat they'd probably be cool about it.
yeah.
Probably,
Well,
maybe.
it's a card game. I mean, with the mood. Wow. But you think that they would be okay with it because of what it is. Because
Yeah.
Hmm.
Makes
I'm trying to
sense.
think of other memes that are funny, like what is that raptor who's the
The raptor?
Velociraptor? Is that what it is?
Yeah, Velociraptor.
Velociraptor, yeah, that one.
Oh, wow.
And that kid with the fist, the little determined baby.
Oh,
Oh.
I love that one.
a
So silly.
cockatrice.
He's
Yes,
all, I love his little face.
yes, Dottie. Story War already has a cockatrice in it, so it's ahead of the curve.
Oh, wait, I gotta find it.
It's like, it looks like a chicken. Well, of course it looks like a chicken. Surprise. But
I
no.
can find it. No, I can't.
Oh,
Hold on. It's okay if we go over a little bit. It's not a big deal.
I also have an idea for the next game we could play.
What's that?
It is called Card Hunters.
Ooh.
Oh, is this the game you've been talking about?
Oh, is that online?
Yes, it's online. It's free. It's browser based. It's got D&D elements. It's got collectible card game elements.
Here's the card. Here's the cockatrice or whatever.
Cockatrice, cockatrice.
You're just using that word because you know I'll be like, D&D? What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
precisely.
let's do it. Hey, you know what we could do too? Would be kind of interesting. Like, say we wanted to do like D&D actually one time, we could actually stream it.
Yeah.
People could watch it.
Like us playing D&D?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh gosh,
I was actually watching a stream the other day where they were playing D&D, and it had like 3 people's pictures above on the top row. Well, it was almost like Brady Bunch, right? It had all these pictures around the outside of people in the hangout, and in the center they had like kind of this open area where they would occasionally show maps or dice rolls and stuff like that. And they were actually playing on live on stream because they were just talking to each other like they would at a table, and any visual that they needed, any kind of like map or village or whatever was all done online on one of the pictures.
like Game Table or something.
Yeah, sure. And I believe there's actually a plugin for Google Hangout that allows you to play Dungeons and Dragons.
No way.
Yeah,
Cool.
with like dice rolls and maps and all kinds of craziness.
That's so awesome.
Why did you just say that? Now I have to
Let
go.
me see.
We gotta do it because it's a Google Hangout thing, so it's like perfect.
No, seriously, if we play D&D, I would be all over that. But holy crap!
But I think we could try the other thing first.
Now you've gotten me all like curious about it.
Yeah, I'll check to see if we can find it.
Hey, toolbox, what's that?
What is it called?
I don't know.
Or a
So what was that game, Robert? Sorry.
It's called Card Hunter.
Is it free?
Yes.
Okay.
What's it
that
on?
Works.
What is it? Is it on the computer?
Yes. Yeah, on the computer.
It's browser, right?
Yeah. Here, I'll link it. Un momento. Card Hunter.
Oh man, you're gonna get me addicted to something I don't need to get addicted to.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's like one of these online MMO type things.
Can we play together? Team.
There is a multiplayer, but I believe it's competitive.
Oh.
For one or more adults ages 10 plus.
Well, we don't have to always have a multiplayer or against each other. We've done stuff before, single things, so. Okay, well, it's after 8 now, so...
Here's the only problem. Actually, maybe this isn't a problem, because a month from now, it's a month, right, that we need to next hang out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It'll either be the 27th, well, I guess that's not a problem.
Yeah, I usually do the last Sunday of every month, so it would be the 27th.
Okay, I guess that's good.
You'll be here, right?
Yeah, I'll be here. You guys are going to be gone, but you're not, so...
No, not anymore.
Medusa was a Gorgon.
Yes.
You know what? Do you guys have a... Does the Hangout have... Oh, it's not the Hangout. Man, Words. This thing was
GameOut?
GameOut. Does GameOut have a Facebook page?
No, I just do it off of Uncharted.
You should make a Facebook page because that way you can announce what the next game is going to be, and if people want to participate, they can join in the Hangout. I mean, it sucks that you're like sending them over to Google Plus, but you might get some more. We might get some more people in on this.
Well, we do announce it. We do announce it on Facebook to all of our friends, so
Yeah.
that should work.
You should just make a GameOut page because that way it can just be like the you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about doing that, but haven't had much luck with separating everything from Uncharted. Separating the game.
It's also one of those things where if we have a page for Kernips and Iron Synapse and GameOut and all these things, we then have to expect people to follow all those things. But if we just have one Uncharted Interactive something, be that a Twitter, all that stuff, then people only have to follow that one particular source and they can get all that information. And also, it's a lot of, I guess if there was more people paying attention or following, it would warrant having a dedicated site, but there's such a small number of people who actually pay attention, it'd really be just splitting everybody up.
Yeah.
And that's part of the reason why we kind of keep it simple. And it's a lot of work to maintain all of those when they don't have as much of a return.
Yeah. And I find actually the Uncharted Interactive G Plus page is doing pretty good. So, and I think it is attributed to the GameOut content because I think people see the videos and they're like, oh, what's this? And then they like it. So I kind of want to keep that with that because I feel like it brings more people in. What's this? Roll 20? Gamers. Oh, cool.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yes, it is 7 after 8, so we usually have this from 7 to 8. So we want to do the Card Hunter game then next time? Is that
really cool. Let's do it.
Yeah, I was going to put everything to a vote, but I think that this is probably good enough for everyone, and it's free, and it's on your own time, so I think that'd be fine. So that will be on October 27th, Sunday, October 27th at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, once again here on G Plus and Robert's account, twitch.tv/rhornbeck. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you guys whoever played Story War, enjoyed playing Story War. If you are interested in anything Uncharted, you can go to unchartedinteractive.com. Also, we have a G Plus page, obviously, Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. So follow us on those and like us. And YouTube. We have videos on YouTube. These go up on YouTube, so if you miss them or you want to share them, you can see them on YouTube. I usually put it on the Uncharted page the next day. I have it running from my personal account as well, but yeah, just you can follow Uncharted on YouTube. And if you are interested in multi-games, you guys said your website's not quite there yet, but stay tuned. We will let you know updates on that as well. So, anything else anyone wants to say wrapping up?
I'm good. I'm tired from a long weekend.
Good weekend. A long, good weekend.
You're all full of delicious tea and sandwiches.
Sandwiches. Oh, and my mochi. I had some of that.
That mochi was good.
So did you have some?
Yeah, I had a little bit.
Oh, good. Okay, well, good night, all you peoples out there. We will see you next month. Or you will see us next month. I don't know why I always say that. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.